Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've got a really compelling contest here, a team that's earned a top 25 ranking, heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the LSU Tigers offense trots out there to open this game. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Oh, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime and during practice. You can see some of the defense.
Gets past the tackler into open space now. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the back. Time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. It's like about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turn starts inside the 15. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
On the run, it's Traynham. Oh, there's the stiff arm.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a fourth down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he fields it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
A new set of downs after that completion. Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Hand off to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking for a gap. It's Traynham. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Kentucky getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Important 2nd down play coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Shotgun, empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Now they get set to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Takes the handoff on the counter play. A quick juke. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, it's Vandegrift. And he's got it. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Wildcats. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. First and goal as the long kick return sets him up close to the goal line. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And the defense wraps him up.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it.
Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. That play makes it second and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Catch made on the left side.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Offense facing a second and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback.
Continues to fight for yards. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And the point after makes the lead 8. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense really clicking here. On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made. Room to run here. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to pass. It's Vandegrift. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
We give all the credit here to the play caller for this touchdown pass. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everybody expecting run. Instead, you throw it, pays off for a touchdown.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. The sure hands, it's Williams. Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. There's the snap, quarterback setting up to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a big 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not